basically, Omid Scobie, he lied. Basically, what he said, that this king, he called him pampered king. He went to a party to celebrate his birthday. So this is the party that the king went to. This is what Omid Scobie is claiming. But what we now know is that the king did not go to a party. Instead, he went to the service. I believe it was Sunday service or something. So instead of giving a party, he went to the church. But Omid Scobie, obviously, he said in his book that the king is pampered and that he went to the party. Now, the problem is these two individuals, you can see on the map, this person and this person, Meghan and Harry, they are now saying, we did not help Omid write this book. But there is now new report that suggests that Meghan Markle did in fact help Omid Scobie with a lot of information. What I understand Meghan Markle is doing right now is testing the water. With who? With Prince Harry. They are taking this occasion of Omid Scobie writing a book and the king's birthday as a huge opportunity for them to test the water. What kind of water they're testing? It is the water of publishing memoir and making money. Because we know that Meghan Markle, she is going to be writing a memoir according to what we understand, and that memoir is going to bring her a lot of money because they need one. And this is why perhaps you see Harry is so desperate to move to UK, because he needs to bring information for his wife. Otherwise, this memoir, whatever Meghan will write, will not cut it. Omid Scobie, his move was completely destroyed. I would not say that the king knew that Omid Scobie is going to be writing his book about the king. I don't think the king does even care. But obviously, king was living his normal life. And now, because we know a lot about the monarchy, what they do, we are now able to actually see the truth. We are now able to see who is lying and why they are lying. So if you read the news a little bit carefully, I'm going to be sharing the news with you, you will see that the king was actually doing his job, living his life, and in the process, Omid Scobie managed to actually lie about him and get exposed. So if you want to call it a smart move by the king, by all means you can call it, but I think there was no move by the king. It just happened. So if you read here, you can clearly see what this article is talking about. Not only that, he called the king a pampered king, but take a look what this line is reading right here. And before you do that, just to remind you what he said one more time. So Omid Scobie, he said, King Charles's smart move tore Omid Scobie's fabricated book to pieces, a pile of lies and plagiarism. King Charles appeared in high spirits last afternoon despite bombshell claims in a new book claiming that he is a pampered monarch. The monarch, who recently celebrated his 75th birthday, was spotted attending Sunday service. So again, a huge slap on the face for Omid Scobie at church in Sandringham, Norfolk, in a business as usual attitude. Now I want you to read from here. These lines are very, very important. Following insane comment or claim that he actually strolled through the ground and claimed that this royal biographer Omid Scobie said in his new book Endgame, published on Tuesday, that will be published soon, that the king has shoelaces ironed. I mean, can you imagine? This is the level of ridiculousness this guy is showing right here. So the king, he ironed his shoelaces for him. Mr. Scobie, who is considered close to Prince Harry, Meghan Markle, also claimed the king likes to have 1 inch of toothpaste squeezed into his toothbrush and travels around with fresh steamed bed linen. This is what how outrageous it is becoming right now for the Omid Scobie book. Now I want you to do also take a look at this report, what they are saying. So Meghan Markle slammed. So as I said, Meghan did know that Omid Scobie was writing this book, and she did help them without a shadow of a doubt. So this is what Meghan Markle is saying. She is now slammed for this, for briefing Omid Scobie for new book Endgame. Very much mistaken. Let's read a little bit here. So commentator Matthew Lazza, I think that's how you pronounce her name, Lazza, has hit out at Meghan Markle following the release of claims published in Omid Scobie's latest royal book Endgame. Speaking on Britain's newsroom, Lazza slammed the Duchess of Surrogate for briefing the couple's unofficial mouthpiece on new accusations made in the new biography, which had added fuel to the fire of the royal rift between Prince Harry's family and the Sussexes. Lazza told GB News, "It's an absolute mess, and I think if Meghan thinks she is doing herself a service by briefing him, then she is very much mistaken, because this is a sort of whiff of desperation about him." So she said here that this is an absolute mess. You see this, right? This is what I want you to remember what they said. So let's talk about what kind of mess they're talking about, and I want to show you another article here. That article talks about the mess. So Endgame author Omid Scobie criticized the translated extracts of the royal book. What happened this time, Omid Scobie? I mean, this is all a big mess. The author of a forthcoming book about the royal family has urged people to wait until it comes out. I told you guys there was a huge mismanagement with all of these things going on. They did not know how to really organize stuff, and looks like this is exactly what has happened. French and US publishers, they are actually giving out information about Omid Scobie and his book, and Omid Scobie is furious because he's saying, "Oh, wait a second, just read my book, don't translate anything yet." Omid Scobie, a royal commentator, will see his book Endgame, which describes, quote, "a fight for survival within the royal husband," published on Tuesday. Extracts from the book have been published in US and French media, but Scooby-Doo said not all the reported passages were accurate. So because, you guys don't know how to manage things. Quote, "Whether you like my work or loathe it, all I ask is that if you are reading coverage about what's supposedly inside Endgame, please also read the book itself." End quote. So basically what Omid is trying to accomplish here is money, because he wants the book to be sold and people buy it before they come up with their own conclusion. So he's saying don't just read the translated version, wait for the book itself. His comments came as several UK newspapers reported that were said to be extracts from their book published this week in Paris Match, a French magazine. Quote, "It has been hugely frustrating watching news sites run stories based on contextless and poorly translated snippets from a French serialization of Endgame," end quote, Scobie told BBC News. So again, they are now making things much, much worse for Omid Scobie and her team. They have absolutely zero idea what is happening at the moment. He expressed his disappointment. Wow, he is disappointed at media reports that he said left readers to believe that this is how the material, much of which is almost unrecognizable from the original English manuscript, appears in the book. So again, this is becoming already a big disaster for Scooby-Doo, because if people are already understanding what the book is about, then obviously they have absolutely no reason to buy the book, and that will be a big failure financially for Omid Scobie and his team, and that's not what they want. So on top of what the king did, I mean, he was just living his life. He was not even caring what Omid has to say and all those things. It really worked against Omid Scobie because now we know that he is lying, obviously, about the king and what he does or what he did for his birthday, 75th birthday. And this is a lie that he's gonna be propagating for as long as he lives, because this is how they make money. And this is what Laza said in the TV reporter, that they write one book, then they publish another one, then this cycle goes on and on and on, and they keep on lying about the monarchy and about people. That never stops, and they make money in the process. So very, very bad situation right now for Omid Scobie and his book. It's not going to be a, I don't think anybody will buy it. Would you buy it? Let me know. I don't have a copy. If I have the copy, I will read it, and then I'll let you know, so that you do not have to read. Tanya, thank you, Tanya. Marion, Tanya, thank you. Janet, Suma, Cherry, Brown, Elizabeth, thank you, Tanya, Suma, Samantha, Soon, Jack, thank you guys for your comment. Matters, Angel, I really appreciate your comment. Leave a comment in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next one. Sparks Meister, and have a wonderful day.